And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Darkest Dungeon. And into the dungeon we go with our team of fairly new people. 1 Limper, 1 Abomination, and 2 Houndmasters. We're going to the Cove. We're going to face the Let the Sleeping Evils Lie and gather some Ancestor Relics, which is meaning we're going to not have very much inventory space in this one. Not going to be looting very much, apparently. But we're going to try to use that to trigger the boss here, so we then go fight the boss. This is a medium-length mission in the Cove. I'll take all the food. Food is nice. I'll have to remember to actually either use or get rid of the dog treats as we go here. We're going to want a shovel. We're going to want a key. It is the Cove, so we probably want to take, like, all the herbs. Take some bandages. And shovels. Oh, and don't forget the torches. Forgetting the torches would be bad. Done that before. Let's not have too many repeats of that. I think that'll be good. And as you can see, we don't have very much inventory space. We gotta collect 3 things for this quest. So we're gonna have to use our inventory. Thralls will explode if left for too long.
Recover these lost shipments of rarities, that we may prevent them from falling into even less scrupulous hands.
Even less scrupulous hands.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Powerful blow. Obliterated.
Here we go. Got rid of the enemy healer.
Destroyed.
Game not enough to bring you down. Although you will die on your turn. Okay. Go for the heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Oh, I managed to stun through the stun resist. Wasn't expecting that.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We'll get the extra loot with the skeleton key. Maybe not the most optimal use of the skeleton key, but it'll work. Because we may find the secret room, and if we find the secret room, we'll be kicking ourselves for using the skeleton key up.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Found one of the 3 things we're looking for. We're about to have fights back to back in the hallway. Although they're hallway fights, so they're usually not that bad.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Annihilated.
Okay, so the sea maggot is dead whenever it takes a turn next. It's gonna take 3 damage, it's got 2 HP left, so we can pretty much just ignore it.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
There we go.
Death by inches. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Another hallway fight. Basically the same as the first one. Whoops. Should have gone for the bile shot.
Decimated.
Okay, so the sea maggot is once again dead on its next turn. I do need to bring the pelagic groper down, but that should be pretty easy to do, and then we can focus on healing. I say, and then can't hit the broadside of a barn. There we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
That's just more food, which we definitely don't need at the moment. Don't have the inventory space for it. Oh, did not realize these spawn in the hallways as well.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Find one more of those, well, the quest will be done.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Go down the dead end so we can do the backtracking sooner.
Another one falls.
It's the shockers.
on, fiend.
Okay, so that one's dead on its turn, so I think the enemies are just dead at this point, so we can take our time, heal up.
Surgical precision. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We'll leave that. We're going to be backtracking here, so I'll be there on the way back. Oh, maybe we're not backtracking, because maybe we'll find the curio we're looking for at the end of the hallway here. I think that's not the case.
Mariner, another misfortune.
Yeah. Saw it just as I was about to
Carelessness
step on
will
it.
find no clemency in this place.
Well, I suppose we throw medicinal herbs out. Do want that witch vial. Stun chance for plague doctors is nice.
A fortune, waiting to be spent. A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Going to watch therapy dog. No one has any stress at this point. I think we're good. We don't actually need to really make major use of this rest.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Oof. Okay, Abomination's gonna take a time to heal himself.
Eradicated. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
sure that guard stays up. A little worried about the Abomination taking more damage here, at least until he has more time to heal it. There we go. That's that hallway fight dealt with.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Do I hit it with a shovel? Yeah, no, don't do that. That worked, but not in the way we wanted it to. Now, that's technically the end of the quest. We would be leaving with a bunch of stress on the Abomination, although that's probably fine. Yeah, let's return to Hamlet. Okay.
A finely crafted instrument of butchery and bloodshed. Yours for the taking.
And then we do have the Sodden crew. So I think the answer to what we're going to do is we're going to replace the Abomination on the team with a different character here. So we've got a 4-man team. So I could go a three hunter team. I don't think that's really what we should do. I think we're better off probably taking the Jester along. The accuracy buff would be nice on the leper as well. You don't need to go into that one, you need to go into this one. Let's say, into the cloister. Peace through meditation, please. Oh, especially if we've downgraded the accuracy on the leper. Leper hits hard, not frequently. Okay, our guys are set up. The Jester can, I think, get a weapon and equipment upgrades. So we're gonna take the Jester along. Let's get him prepped. Now, our Jester really wants to be in the back until he uses Finale, where he wants to be in the front. So basically, we solo to the front, drop Finale on them, is the plan. Regularly wants to be all the way in the back. Okay. Oh, you're the one that's more telling to be in the front. Okay. Because Cry Havoc wants to be back to... We want you in third, whereas Guard Ally can be anywhere. Okay. Got any trinkets to equip to the leper here? I suppose we could stack protection on him, make him real hard to take damage, but I think we actually do want him to hit hard as well. That doesn't quite combo well. I could pull the trinkets off the other leper, I suppose. Accuracy and melee skills, damage in position 1. Yeah, okay, we're gonna pull these off of the higher level one, so we can have them on the lower level one. Yeah, so you can definitely run Bleed Jester. This is not a Bleed Jester, though. That's Harvest and Slice Off. Whereas this is in the back, Inspiring Tune, Battle Ballad. When those are up, probably do Solo up to the front and drop the Finale. Bard. We're going to go in here after the Sodden crew. Restraining Padlock. Minus 40% stress inflicted in party, minus 40 on transform stress. So if you're going to transform, that's probably pretty good. Taking all the food. Probably going to want like 12 torches. Shovels. Herbs. Bandages. And a key. One key. That should be good enough. Let's embark.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below. The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
So, follows the normal rules. It's probably going to be as far away as it can be. Which means it's probably all the way down there. So, hopefully it is, and I'm not going to have to do a really long backtrack because it's right next door. Although, the scouting report has already told us it's not there. All we'd be getting is a curio and a couple hallway battles, so we're not going that way. Could have been worse, I suppose. Already getting hit with another scouting report. Okay. Okay. Trap here. Lepers are really bad at it. 60%, 90%, 90%. Okay, everyone is a 90%. Except for the leper, so the leper is obviously not the one doing it. Quite enough to bring it down. You know, we should mark the shield guy. We're gonna have to bring the shield guy down.
Their formation is broken.
Okay, shield guy down. You can now
Maintain the
bring
offensive.
the shaman down. And we just got the one grouper. Now it's time. Well, oh, it's not going to be time to deliver the finale because he's not going to make it to the finale.
Blossoms.
I'm going to buckle Book of Constitution. And you are throw a shovel at it.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
White stone.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Take the blight stone and leave the money behind.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Accuracy buff the team.
Powerful blow.
Applying a bunch of bleeds. I'd like you to defend the Jester, because the Jester can't actually heal himself. So we'd have to spend precious food to heal him.
Eradicated. Obliterated.
Keep the Jester defended, please. It's one more turn.
Decimated.
Oh, finish him off. There we go.
Annihilated. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out one set of dog treats. Pick up the crests. Again, we shovel the oyster. No, it's just money. Completely useless. I'm gonna guess the boss is down in the bottom left corner here. I'm gonna pick it myself. We're gonna be coming back, but go towards where we think the boss is, at least. Okay. Leper, please bring down the maggot. Ooh, left the maggot 1 hit point.
Sedated. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, so the grouper is dead on the next round. Let's get what healing we can in here.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I'm gonna leave the portrait there for the moment. I'm gonna keep one more shovel, but we'll use this shovel here.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Too much loot and we can't carry it all. I suppose that's a good thing to be having in a dungeon.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Okay, some prize, good to see. Accuracy buff for everyone.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's going well. he'll go for a heal. I think the defend buff lasts effectively 2 turns. Oh no, it's one of his turns. Okay. One full of his turn. Oh, in a way, it kind of did what it was supposed to. You heal. Apply more bleeds. Bigger, better bleeding.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Really only protecting the Jester with, like, dodge and guard. So we have, unless I'm going to spend food, I have no way to actually heal him in this, this delve. Whereas everyone else can self-heal to a limited extent.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Here we go.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, we're getting a scouting report, so we should actually know where the boss is, or more importantly, where they aren't. The boss is down there. Okay. This next hallway battle, and then we'll camp.
A time to perform beyond one's limits. The will to fight falters.
Press. Prepare for the solo.
Weakened.
Then we're going to finale to finish off the big guy.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
for the heal there. Finish that one off. You're still bleeding, but that's fine.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Oh, I suppose I'm about to camp, right? So I didn't need to light that torch. Fine, though.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Hound's Watch. Tiger's Eye, the leper. I think the leper hit hard and hit accurate. Therapy Dog. Keep the stress low in this next fight. Oh, and you're the only one with stress, so we'll man's best friend that stress away. And then that's the rest. I have seen nothing I am not prepared for. Well, you have not seen the boss yet, so hopefully you're prepared for what you have not yet seen as well.
Only the strength to follow it. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. The light, the promise of safety.
Here be the boss
Even
battle.
in death,
The Sodden crew.
shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Okay. Okay, the Sodden crew isn't resistant to bleeding, but the crew that pops out of him is going to be. Okay. Mark hangs around for 3 turns. Although it might actually only be 3 actions with the target. So it'd be a turn and a half because it's a boss. I think it's 2 actions around.
The blood quickens.
And the boss is healing, as long as we've got our guy wrapped up in that chain by the looks of it. So we're going to be a little more proactive at getting rid of the add-in.
Inspiration and improvement. Precision and power.
All hands on deck. Is that putting another one out? That is putting another one out. Okay, we want to bring that guy down.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, no luck. Do something to someone, unless I bring him down right now. Got lucky, brought him down. Boss is gonna get 2 actions back to back, which isn't great. Although I think we're on task for getting the boss dealt with now that I've learned its trick around what it needs to do to heal. Well, that's awkward. Good thing the Duster's good at dodging. Oh, finale is once per battle, is it? Okay. Never needed to use it more than once in battle, let's just say. Yeah, I don't like it either. Oh, and the drowned fuller got itself healed doing it too. Ah.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Okay. Isn't great. Gonna pop to the back. I think what I need to do is I need to hit you. You need to hit the boss. And then you gotta work on clearing the ads when they pop in. So our accuracy, 95% chance to hit. I'm gonna gamble that we bring him down with this hit.
Finally.
Gamble paid off.
Sailor's death for captain and crew. Fitting.
Fleet Florin, Arctarian only, and Book of Holiness. There we go. Of course, we're after that beating, we're going home. Turn to the hamlet, guys. With a successful mission. Not a lot of money. Basically just paid for the supplies. But we picked up a very rare trinket. And, well, a decent number of crests. A bunch of busts, and some deeds. That'll be the last time the Jester can go against a level 1 boss.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
Just so I don't forget for next time. So, next time, we've got one last boss to defeat in the Warrens. So, next time will be this medium quest in the Warrens, followed by the boss. I presume we're going to be back on this team. At least for the first delve into the Warrens. We might have to shake it up for the second. We'll work that out in the second one. Don't plan too far ahead. I might screw up and get everyone killed, you see. I think the run is off to a good start here. We don't have a lot of money. We didn't earn very much on that last delve. So hopefully the medium length one to propel us to the last of the low tier bosses will be profitable. Alright, so that's tier 2. Tier 3 in the Ruins. Tier 2, Tier 3 in the Veld. We got Inconate Flesh is the only last Tier 1 we haven't faced. That's Tier 2 in the Veld, and Tier 3 in the Veld, or in the Warrens. That's the Veld, that's the Warrens. And then Alluring, Sunken, Beguiling, and Drowned Crew are, again, out in the Cove. We got Repel the Brigand Incursion, which is a event attack on the town. And then you've got the 4 waves into the Darkest Dungeon. And of course, there's bonuses to getting all your... Oh, there's goals to get all your heroes to level 6. We'll see if that ends up happening. Needs of recommendations. I think only the Darkest Dungeon quests are actually required to complete the game, technically. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, this is where we're going to go ahead and bring this part to a close. I hope you have been enjoying. There will probably be another part up tomorrow because we're going to continue recording this in the future, although this is the last bit of this stream. If you're watching this on stream, I hope you've also been enjoying, although this is going to be the end of the stream. If you've got any comments you want responded to live, now's the time to leave them. I'm going to go over the schedule before I bring the stream to a close. So today was the Darkest Dungeon. Tomorrow will be the Songs of Six. Saturday will be Below Zero, or Subnautica Below Zero. So it's the sort of story narrative sequel to Subnautica. Sunday will be Terra Invicta, and then we'll be back to this come next Monday, where hopefully we'll get the last Tier 1 boss completed. Hopefully we'll get the last Tier 1 boss completed. It's probably not going to be worth trying to, at that point, go looking for the Shambler or the Collector at Tier 1. They're bonus bosses. Collector's just a random pop-up. I think the probability it pops up goes up the higher the difficulty as well. And the Shambler is also a random pop-up, either in the form of a curio, that if you like throw a torch into it, will spawn the Shambler, or at a random pop-up when you're running around at Darkness 0. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to try finding those at Tier 1, not unless we start having some deaths. We have deaths in higher tiers, and we might start bringing in new people. And those new people we probably won't care as much about. So when they're training, we might, see if we can find some bosses. But we're going to finish up the next stream. Will be finishing up the last of the Tier 1s, which is only one left. And then we'll be getting our guys ready to do Tier 3s, or the level 3 ones, so the second tier of them. Which is mostly going to be getting our heroes probably level 4 and equipped with level 4 stuff. That might not necessarily be super easy, because that's going to require 62 deeds to get the blacksmith there, and then in the guild... Oh, we're actually there in the guild. So the guild's good. We may want to be ready to do rank 5 as well in the guild. The guild's going a little bit faster than the blacksmith, so getting the base equipment is going to be the difficult part. And the base equipment is very valuable. Each time you level this up, you're getting dodge, HP, damage, crit, speed. It's painful to not have enough damage, and not have enough speed, and not have enough dodge, and not have enough hit points. Those all sort of come together in a uncomfortable format. Yeah, I think the run's going well. We got a full roster here. We haven't had anyone die. We've had people we've retired. Right, and the retired do not show up in the graveyard. There's a couple people we've just been like, nah, we're sending you on your way. Darkest Dungeon is not a game where you take the people out back and shoot them, get rid of them. But we have retired a few people because we wanted slightly different team rosters, and that's one of the reasons we actually got an odd number of people that are level 3. Because there's a couple that we took, like level 1 or 2 or something like that, and we took them out of the roster to replace them with other ones. Yeah. With that, I hope everyone has been enjoying. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow, assuming everything goes according to plan. You point there, assuming everything goes according to plan. If you're watching on Twitch, the schedule is Songs of Six. And now I'm forgetting the schedule, and I've just looked at it. Let me bring it up again. Songs of Six, Subnautica, Terra Invicta, and then this again in 4 days. So that's the 4-game cycle at the moment. We're going to be playing those games until we complete them. With the exception of Songs of Six, which is going to be being played until I complete the tutorial or the overview that I'm working for on Shadow Empire. And I'm saying I'm working on it, and Bacteria Pteranodon's mod is distracting me, so that there's not much work getting done on that. So we're going to be playing Songs of Six for a while. But that might be a game where even in a scenario where we lose, or arguably reach a point where we're thinking we've won, we may just start a new town. Right, so Songs of Six will be going on for a while. But Songs of Six, Subnautica, Terra Invicta, Darkest Dungeon on repeat every night, every 4 days, is going to be the games we're currently doing. So with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream. And bye for now. And if you've got any comments you want to leave, feel free to leave them, especially if you're watching on YouTube. They're easy to respond to over there. Bye for now.